Kings fans, of all the podcasts that I listen to, Kings Realm Podcast is one of them. This is where you go for all your Kings news, Kings fans. Go Kings Go. Best podcast in the business. Maybe. Take it from me, Dave Joseph, and listen to Kings Realm Podcast.
Welcome to the Kings Round, presented by the Hockey Podcast Network and DraftKings. Be sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Kings Round Pod, and shoot us a text or leave us a voicemail at 562-317-0087. So the preseason marches on. We got ourselves a win at Frozen Fury, and not so much since then. But I'm sure we'll talk about that. I'm also sure that James is going to try and claim that he won a bet. And we have bold predictions. Everybody's favorite show of the year. We love to talk about it and never follow up on it. So let's do that again this year. I'm Dennis Wilson. That's James Whitlock.
And we're back, baby. And we suck.
No, we do suck. And Jordan Hegman.
Oh, it's going to get bold in here tonight.
Ooh, bold.
All right. Are we ready?
Right?
All right.
All right.
all right.
I can't. I honestly am excited to hear about James being wrong about 330 goal scorers.
The seasons keep getting older, but we still stay the same suck.
Wow.
All right. Hey, you want to go Wilson? We went Wilson. All right, hockey is back, and DraftKings Sportsbook has unbelievable offer to celebrate this greatest sports on ice. New customers can bet just $1 on any hockey game and win $100 in free bets if either team scores a goal. Doesn't matter if it's one-time clapper or a deft deflection. However they light the lamp, you win. If Sportsbook isn't available in your state, DraftKings won't leave you empty-handed. Everyone can play for huge cash prizes all season long with DraftKings daily fantasy sports contests. DraftKings is giving all new customers a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes with their first deposit. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code THPN. Throw down $1 on any hockey game, and listen, you'll win $100 in free bets if either team scores one goal. This week, literally,
they have to score a goal.
They have to score a goal.
I mean, so it's guaranteed.
Well, unless you pick the shutout game, right? All right. This week, one puck in the net nets you a big win with promo code THPN at DraftKings Sportsbook.
Must be 21 or older in New Jersey, Indiana, or Pennsylvania only. New customers only. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
They just want to give away free money, right? There's no chance to lose.
Apparently.
That's crazy.
Okay. So another one, and I heard this on Kings of the Podcast, throw it out there. Bernstein was going over of the odds, right? Never heard of her. So apparently he found a line for Kopitar over under for points at like 62.5 points.
That makes sense.
Yeah, let's take the over on that all day. Where's that at?
Print the money.
I mean, that's only 33 assists.
Wow.
So, do the math.
I mean, they were blown away by it. I'm blown away by it. Where is that? Because we need to put some money down on it.
Yeah, I mean, without looking at his stats the last couple of years, I mean, he's essentially like the idea with bringing Denault on board, or Denault, sorry.
Denault.
Yep, whatever. It's phonetic in my book. Is to allow Kopitar to be activated more on the offensive zone. So I don't think that's like out of the realm of possibilities, to be completely honest.
Okay, you can't use last year, right? Obviously.
Nope.
Or the year before.
But if we go into 18-19, he was at
90-something points.
60. Then 92, then 52, then 74, then 64. So it's not every year, but it's 75% of the time.
Yeah. And even those years that it was over, it was a defensively minded team. whether it was, Stevens or what's that douchebag that lost his way?
Desjardins.
So I don't know. I don't think that's really that tough of a bet. I think you take the over and you hammer the over. Done.
So go to DraftKings Sportsbook, bet $1 in any game, get $100 in free bets, then bet that $100 on Anze Kopitar and the overs.
You're welcome. Yeah. Print money.
Yeah. That's just free money right there. So people in Sportsbook states, Scott, go ahead and do that.
There you go.
Or if you live in California and can't find bacon at a decent price, we'll go to Vegas. I'm starting a bacon smuggling ring here, allegedly.
Allegedly?
Yeah, so bacon's supposed to go up to like $20, so I'm just going to be making runs for the Nevada border.
You just need to go start hunting some wild boar.
Boar bacon?
Boar bacon?
Boar bacon.
I want boar bacon and boar bacon and boar bacon.
All right. Should we get into some games?
Sure. We got smoked with the Knights after we beat them 4-0. So moving on to the game that we scored a goal in.
Sure.
Okay. Perfect. Mostly because I didn't get a chance to watch that other game. So, hey, Velarde scored, and we scored first in the first period. So we're already moving on up this season.
Yeah.
We're doing great. We've lost twice to the Coyotes.
Hey, at least they're not in our division.
Touche. The Houston Coyotes.
That should have been a bad thing, but it looks like it's turning out to be a pretty good thing.
And the Kraken smoked Vancouver 4-0 tonight.
Did they?
Yeah.
Hey, the good news is, guys,
or
it's
maybe
only preseason.
I think Grooves had like a 9-4-1.
So, yeah, it's just preseason.
Yeah. Supposedly this doesn't matter, but it does, right? You got to get into the swing of things.
Listen, this is the first time that the potential, opening day roster minus one person, we'll get into that, has been fielded on the ice. So, I mean, the chemistry is not going to be there. And I'm honestly not worried about it. I mean, there were some good plays. Like Velarde looked like a stud today. If he can play like the way he did today for the rest of the season, we're in good fucking hands.
Yeah. He took a big step forward in the offseason.
Yeah. So, I mean, his problem last season was, I mean, he showed sparks of greatness last year, no doubt about it. But his problem was his consistency. Like, he got into a big slump a couple of different times, and he had a hard time working his way out of it. So, as long as he can stay out of that, or if he does get into a slump, because it is an 82-game season, finding a way to work your way out of it. And I think with some of the new talent around him that's been brought into or onto this team, I think it's going to be easier for him to do that.
Yeah, and he's just going to have less pressure overall, not being the number 2 center, right?
Right.
Because that's basically where he was last year. So it's going to help, and I know I've said it a couple of times, like I'm just maybe protecting myself, but I kind of wrote it off, and if he comes around, that's a huge win for me, but I'm not going to be holding my breath for him to catch up, but it looks like he might get there.
Yeah, and I think a lot of Kings fans have had that outlook on him since the back injury, and since it's been kind of a slower start to his career, and I think it's safe to say that to carry that over, and we're all going to hopefully be hugely surprised by it. So
yeah, no, he looked fantastic, and man, I said it earlier in the game. I said, if Byfield doesn't make the opening night roster, it's because they're managing assets.
Because he broke
right?
his ankle.
No, yeah, no. It turns out he might have just broken his ankle or whatever, ligaments. Who knows? So I wasn't able to watch the post game because Bally Sports app sucks ass and cut it off.
Luckily, it won't last for long.
Todd McClellan said they're going to evaluate him tomorrow.
Yeah,
which,
that's
if you think about it, it might be a good thing because they have an X-ray machine in the arena. So I don't know.
They didn't keep him there though. He went straight out. No, I take that back.
That was the linesman.
Yeah.
That was kind of crazy.
Yeah. So before we get into this curse of a game and back to Velarde, like he made some really great plays tonight. He had that breakaway that resulted in a penalty. He obviously had that shot from the point, which was great. And then he also had, and we were talking a little bit about this before we started recording, the shootout goals that they do now after the preseason game. He had a pretty sick move on that as well. So.
Yeah, was it Anderson with his little move, non-move to go 5-hole?
Yeah,
that was beautiful.
Yeah,
no, Velarde he just looks a lot more comfortable, even on the bench. When they show him sitting on the bench between plays, he just looks way more comfortable out there.
He just shows more confidence than he did.
Yeah, as a third line or fourth line center, if he can produce down there, and first and second lines are producing as they should, I mean, that's what you need. You need 3+ lines scoring to make it to the playoffs. So
exactly,
it's all good stuff as long as it all clicks.
Well, moving on to the bad shit of the game. It first started out with the ref getting a collision with some douchebag from Arizona. He had to be carted off or stretchered off the ice.
He didn't even
It was Ryan Gibbons, linesman.
And he didn't even go over there to check on him. He just kind of kept skating backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of a dick move.
I was like, what the hell, man? Go check him out. Is he okay?
Yeah. I mean, obviously it was a collision and they weren't necessarily looking at each other, watching it happen, but
completely unintentional.
It was Liam O'Brien. And I mean, obviously he's over there.
Sounds like a douche.
Almost like he was at the, at his bench trying to make excuses for it instead of just being like, fuck, I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah, are you okay? Well, I mean, it wasn't even his fault.
It was nobody's fault.
It was just a freak thing.
Yeah.
He was looking down, and the linesman turned around and had his head down, and boom. So that sucks. It's not how you want to start off a season, right?
No, no.
So speaking of shitty injuries, and we've alluded to it about 87 times now, Quinn Byfield hit the boards in an awkward motion, and looks like he almost ripped off his ankle. So James's $20 bet is looking a little bit better.
Quite frankly, I want to make it clear that I did not call in anything.
Frank Byfield
to win $20. Before Jordan gets on his conspiracy theory,
even
wasn't me.
Even you're not that low, James.
No. So what you didn't see in the post game was Foxy was talking about it, and when he's watching it, instead of it being like a side to side on his ankle, he said it was straight forward, all in line with his leg. So he's in seeing that makes him worry even more.
Oh, more. Oh,
yeah. So from what Foxy said, from everything that we've seen, this does not look good.
Oof.
Yeah, I got a little squeamish the first time I saw it. Or saw the replay of it because they slowed it down and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
It's your ankle's not supposed to go that way. So
it was very reminiscent of Kopitar's injury. Very, very similar looking play. Foot going the wrong way. To me, it looked like Kopitar's was worse on the initial look, but that doesn't sound good if Foxy's worried after watching replays.
Yeah. So right after that, they got into what does this mean? Big picture. Obviously, there's a spot to be filled in that instance. And the two names thrown out are Rasmus Kupari and Jad. So want to get your guys' thought on that.
Well, here's the thing, is that with the number of spots available, if Byfield was making the roster, they had to make a tough decision. Are they putting Lizotte on waivers? Are they putting Wagner on waivers? Which I'm surprised they didn't do, which honestly, after seeing this game, he's still the same guy he has been, and I wouldn't mind him going on waivers. So I think that role just gets filled by Lizotte. If anything,
I think it's Jad.
You'll see Jad. I loved Kupari in the games that we saw him in so far, that we were actually able to see. I think he's going to be fantastic, but it's Jad. And I've heard it said by multiple people, Jad is an NHL player. There's just not a spot for him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of those two guys.
I also think that Kupari is going to end up being a winger anyway. So I think
The way it's lining up, absolutely. I agree with you.
The fact that he's played it in the past and he's excelled there, and he's shown that he can. There's such a logjam at center. Even with Byfield out, there's still such a logjam at center.
Yeah.
Like, we need to move some of these guys to wing, and whoever excels most at wing is going to be the guy that goes. And I think it's Kupari. So
I wouldn't hate it.
nope.
What are your thoughts, James?
I am also with you on Jad. That was kind of Stoley's call. He threw out Jad in there, and I thought that would have been the first. But Foxy seemed pretty high on Kupari. So
Kupari showed very well by all accounts. So.
And I'll tell
He had
you
a great
what,
camp, or is currently having a great camp.
it's hard to go against something Foxy says. I'm just saying.
It's very,
When
very
Jim
true.
Fox says it about hockey or wine, I feel like
Isn't
pretty
Stoll in
good.
player development?
he is.
He is,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Just going to throw that out there.
And who did he call? Did he
Jad.
say
He said Jad.
He said Jad? Okay.
It's almost like he might have some inside information. I don't know.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Jad's like Maverick to get in there. No Top Gun. Okay,
Top Gun reference.
There you go.
Cougar.
Get Maverick on the Cat One.
You're dating yourself.
No, Top Gun 2 is coming out any day now.
Any day now. It's
any
been
day.
postponed like 8 times, and I'm like
Any
pissed.
year now. Year.
I am absolutely fine to watch that at home. I don't need to go to a theater to watch it. Like, fucking give it to me.
I want to have it with the surround sound.
That's what she
I'm not
said.
going to lie. Whoa.
Oh yeah, I want to be in a theater for that one. I want speakers exploding.
If I'm going to a theater for that one, I'm going to IMAX. Because
yeah,
I want all the sound. I don't
Yeah.
even care about the screen. It's all about the sound.
I want
in the
Atmos.
IMAX theater. Yeah.
Yeah. Sneaking a bottle of bourbon. Could be a great night, guys.
George's dreaming of it
if you're
already.
looking for whiskey, I would suggest Old Elk out of
No
Colorado.
free ads, dude.
No, this is Dustin's family brand, so we're calling it Old
Family
Elk.
brand.
His family brand. His
His
dad
family
actually
makes that.
His dad actually started this and was the CEO for a while until he got kicked out.
That is one hell of a cork there.
It sounds like we need a fucking sponsorship.
Right? Watch this. He throws up in your glass.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God.
For those of you playing the at-home game, there's a giant elk on the top of this bottle with huge elk antlers, and James just poured it out of the elk's mouth into his glass.
Yeah. It's the best throw up I've ever had.
So it's not a cork.
No, it's not. You have to recork it when you're done with showboating. I will say that, so Fort Collins is where, the distribution's small, right? So their tasting rooms in Fort Collins, it's where you go. So his family, it's basically farm to bottle, right? So they grow everything there in Colorado, and then they started the distillery there. There's actually a great story he told me about a tie-in with a very major large market distillery that helped get their start. But I say
Is
that
it
to say
bourbon?
it's Colorado whiskey.
Okay.
So I say that to say this, that the distribution was really small. Tasting room, Fort Collins. I got 15 miles out of Fort Collins. I couldn't find it anywhere, right? Because I wouldn't have a bottle for the bachelor party and blah, blah, blah. And so I bring a bottle, or actually Dustin sends me a bottle. So I take it to Jeff's house. We're there for NFL, Sunday, and we're watching 2 games and spend the afternoon, evening there. And I tell him, this bottle, this is the only bottle I got out of Colorado, and I have to get more ships. So let's enjoy it. And they're like, oh, this is great. This is great. And we enjoyed it. The next day, I'm strolling through Costco, and what do I see? Fucking Old Elk at the Cypress Costco.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's on, and it comes with the elk pour top,
Huh.
which was
Okay,
like,
but how does it taste?
it's amazing. It really
Is
is.
it really
It's
good?
smooth. Yeah, definitely something you guys need to get. So
I mean,
Dustin, there you go.
That's
There's
like
the ad.
pretty much across the street from where I live. So
Yeah. So if you
I
want to
just
go
don't
visit
drink whiskey.
Dennis,
More
Stop
for
by,
us.
Jordan, when you come over and buy it.
There you go. What's that bottle cost with the stopper puker?
At Costco, the stopper is about $25-$30 in the tasting room, something around there. And the bottle, I think, was $30. At Costco, it's $39.99.
And you
Sounds
get both?
like a hell of a deal.
What's that, Jordan?
And you get both?
And you get both. Yeah, it's like a
So it
gift pack.
sounds like I'll be Venmoing you here shortly.
Okay. So I'm going to Costco tomorrow?
Yeah, that sounds like it.
Outstanding. Get it. So I should get another case?
Another case. That's a pretty bold prediction there, James.
Hey, speaking of bold predictions.
Oh, we're moving in?
Yeah, we're just working on our transition game now.
It's well done.
It's like the Kings.
So,
Touché.
2021, 2022 season, who's going to start off our bold predictions?
I have a lot.
You got some lots?
I have a lot. So,
Well, I got one guy that has one.
is it Brandon?
No.
No.
So
I thought you were just lying to us pre-show.
I would like to kick this off with our call-in prediction
Ooh, who's calling?
from the one, the only.
So, you guys want a bold prediction, huh? Well, I got one for you. It doesn't exactly pertain to this year, so I'm not sure if it qualifies, but fuck it, I'm gonna say it anyway. Within 5 years, the Kings will have made it to the Stanley Cup final. That's right. And to be honest, I don't even think it's that bold of a prediction. I mean, come on. If Montreal can do it, so can we. That's it, boys. Go Kings, go.
Come on, man. Be bold. They're winning that bitch.
Yeah, I mean, obviously within 5 years because it's this year. Jesus,
Wow.
Jaden.
Wow. Is that a preview of yours?
I got $100 on it if it counts.
That's true. That is very true.
Touche.
So I'll make the prediction just because, and I don't want to say it. I don't want to put it in the ether, but you guys all know what I'm going to say. I bought a ticket for $100. It says that the Kings are going to obtain something this season by doing very well.
You can eat out of it.
You can hold it over my head
Drink
or hold
out
it
of
over
it.
theirs.
A lot of people like to kiss it.
But that's going to be bold prediction number one for me
Bold prediction number one.
because I got
That's
money on it.
Fucking bold.
Yeah,
I mean, that kind of.
That is fair. That is fair because you,
I mean,
'cause you
I
have money
thought-
on it.
I thought I'll go next because it relates, and I thought mine was bold. That the Kings are going to make it to the second round.
That's a guarantee. So,
So, James, I mean, you're kind of blowing me out of the water on that one.
you said
Yeah,
go
I mean,
bold.
I mean, I just figured we were all going to go with it, but I don't have it in my list of bold predictions. But the Kings are making the playoffs, so here we go.
Yeah, I'm saying
That's
second
not
round.
bold. Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
not
it's I don't think it's very bold to say the Kings are going to make the playoffs. But if you look at the predictions that all the writers have out there,
Not a soul says we're making it.
there might be one
Yeah.
that says we're making it as a dark horse, right?
Yeah.
So it might be bold to say we're going to make the playoffs. So I went, hey, second round.
Okay, that's bold.
All right, fair enough. This is in. I feel like this has gone kind of under the radar a little bit, and I feel like I do this one every single year or some form of it, like the 30 goal score for James. But Doughty finally has the complete bounce back season we've been looking for, having a career year and winning his second Norris Trophy.
Ooh.
I feel like there's enough talent and depth on the blue line this season where he's going to be able to, let it a little loose and let the good times roll.
I think last year was definitely a bounce back year for him. It just the Kings weren't good enough to get him in the conversation.
Right.
So are you putting his stats with that?
You going to be a dick and make me do that?
I mean,
you make him call
make
his three players every year.
Fair. I'm going to go 18 goals,
Wow.
27 assists.
18 goals.
30 assists. Do it. Do it.
Sure, James. 30 assists.
There it is. You're going to
And,
love me for it in the end.
A plus 14.
Plus 14.
Yeah.
I don't think that's crazy. With him,
But you said 18 goals.
yeah. I don't think that's crazy. He's got Mikey with him.
I'm pulling stuff up because I think
Fully
that's
activated.
fully activated Drew Doughty.
I don't think that's crazy.
Let's see. With the Kings,
Who else has he played for?
let's see.
Enlighten me,
Juniors.
Dennis.
He played in the juniors.
It's funny.
So,
Going back a decade? Come on, man.
yeah. Well, yeah, I am because in 09-10 he scored 16 goals.
Okay, perfect. That's his highest?
That's not crazy. But there's plus
that's
23,
his
plus
career high.
8, plus 24, plus 17. He's been there before. That's not
Let's
crazy.
look at his last 3 years, starting with
Listen, there's going to be some
18,
give and
19.
take.
Yeah,
Now,
let's do COVID
minus
years.
34.
there's going to be some give and take. He's going to score more goals than he ever has before, so his plus minus is going to take a
Minus
bit of a hit.
16. And
You're talking
minus
about
14.
COVID years. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here, Dennis.
So those minuses might have been bigger.
No, I'm with you, Jordan. I love it.
I am just, hey, I'm just pointing out how bold it is. So when
Everybody
you're right,
needs
Jordan,
a pooper. That's why we invited Dennis Pooper.
I'm just saying it's very bold.
All right. So
Okay,
it's-
what was his what were his stats when he won the Norris?
What year did he win the Norris?
The 16 NHL awards, so 15-16.
15-16. 14 goals, 37
assists.
51 points, plus 24.
Plus 24. So I'm actually a little off on the plus minus, but not too far off on goals assists. You just take away some assists, put it in the goal column, and we're good to go.
Yeah.
So
see, I pushed it
it
at 30,
sounds
and he's got 32 assists, or 37, 50, 37, 28, 26. Like, he's doing 30
You're
assists.
just throwing out random numbers right now.
No, I went down the list in years. Do you have it up?
fuck, Dennis.
Do you even know what stats are?
I do, but you just sound like you were throwing out random numbers.
Okay, so I've got that written down. I'm actually keeping that. I love it. I'm going to put it on my wall. I'm going to track it.
Perfect. I'm gonna go again because I have a lot.
Oh, hold on. I got a lot of space on this whiteboard, so.
The Don't Be So Whiteboard.
The whiteboard's coming back. All right, go
we got
for it.
a very fine
Are we
pen.
gonna do the snake draft here?
Sure, why not?
No, just go.
Now, Victor Arvidsson makes himself at home on the first line with Kopitar and Brown, becoming the scoring left wing we've been waiting for years, and leading the team in goals with 37.
I like that one.
There's one for you, James.
That's on my list.
All right.
37 goals. Victor, count
Hey.
it.
That's and
That's-
33 assists from
That fucking
Kopitar. Keep track of those numbers. Those will come back.
Okay.
Over under 62 and a half.
P.S. Victor Arvidsson's wife, pretty hot.
Did you see the pregame with him and his baby?
Baby,
daughter?
Daughter, his daughter? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fucking,
pretty adorable.
that was
It-
adorable and heart melting.
It definitely tugged at the dad heartstrings.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go because James just brought up that over under again. Kopi's scoring 100 points this year.
Kobe with 100.
Hundo.
It sounds like Dennis needs to go make a bet.
I'm all in on it.
Wow.
So what the highest in his career was 92.
92.
Okay.
Hundo.
A fully activated Ante Kopitar.
And
Hey
a
man,
fully
we got
activated
Deneau
Doughty.
taking some pressure off of him. Everybody's fully activated this year. I mean, this is, bold predictions is the Rainbows and Butterflies show,
Except
right?
for Deneau. He's going to get like 5 goals.
Hey man, if he gets up,
But he's going to win the Selkie. Bold
He's
prediction.
gonna win the Selkie and he's gonna get like 50 assists. So we're good.
Yeah, that works. Especially
If James has anything to do with it, he's getting 50 plus assists.
Sounds good to me. Anything's possible before the season.
everything is possible.
Bold prediction. Quentin Byfield makes the start. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, shit. Why, dude, that hurts.
Hey. All right, I'm going to go.
Yeah,
I'm
give
going
me
to
a real
say,
one, James.
let's go with the Kings will record wins every time I attend the game.
Every time.
Every time.
Sounds
100%.
like okay, perfect. You're going to every game. Take your split season tickets and buy the rest.
I'll probably be at least 15 games this year. So put those 15 wins in the book.
Okay, perfect.
Do I need to put that
30
stipulation
points.
in there? Minimum 15 wins?
Well, last year they had 9 home wins. So I'm almost calling I'm calling 1.5%.
You can say
increase.
only home games. I'm sure you're gonna make your way to a couple away games as well.
I'll be in Seattle at some point.
But there's also, home games are still at Staples South, so.
Touche.
Okay, so I get a couple there. Yeah.
All right. So should we pepper in some of the ones we got from Twitter as well?
Oh,
Yeah.
we got some from Twitter?
Do it.
Nice.
Do it.
Yeah, we got some from Scott. We got some from old friend of the show, old co-host Michael Dimony.
Oh, outstanding. He's alive?
Yeah, apparently, or he's tweeting from the grave. We
I
don't.
thought
know
he died
yet.
of COVID.
That's bold. Tweeting from the grave, that is bold all in its own.
Yeah, pretty good.
Good thing he didn't use Instagram this week.
So the first one from Scott is we will all be in one studio for a podcast this year. I don't think that's that bold, but as the year goes on, who knows?
And by we, that also means Scott.
Not clear, but sure.
I
Which
think
that actually goes
I
along
think
with his
since-
last bold prediction.
Since he's not here, we're going to say that that's our interpretation of it, and he's got to show up in studio.
All
Perfect.
right, I'm putting it in the notes.
It does go along with his last bold prediction. So I don't know if you want me to just run through all of
just
Scott's.
do this last one. We'll come back to the others.
There's just 3, and the second one's not that exciting because Brown retires end of season. Not too bold. Last one, and in quotes, and the big one, Scott Wilson, come to a game in LA with the Kings Realm.
Okay, so yeah, that does tie in a Kings jersey. I love it.
Oh, perfect.
Against the Golden Knights.
Yeah, I think he
Fucking-
ran. I think he ran out of characters.
Against the Golden
let's
Knights.
just assume
Okay.
that it's in a Kings jersey.
So yeah, it's in a Kings jersey at a Golden Knights game. So let's
Yeah.
look up that schedule now. Make sure I have tickets for that. Let's set the date. Let's set the date while we're talking about it. Let's see. At Kings. I'll look that up. You keep going.
All right, so let's move on to Michael Timoney. His first one is he listens to at least one podcast this year.
Bullshit.
He said that last year.
Bullshit.
Yeah, well, James said 3 30-goal scores last year. So Jordan says suck at James 67 times this season. Yeah, that's probably not that bold.
That's pretty high.
Here's a bold one. Kopi gets 3 hat tricks this season.
Jordan can't remember anything 67 times.
It's true.
December
Wait,
28th.
what was that Kobe one? The hat tricks? What?
Kobe
3
gets
hat tricks.
three hat tricks this season.
That's fucking bold.
That's pretty
But
bold.
Yeah.
I mean, at 100 points, he's got to get those points somewhere.
That's true.
He's
That's
got to
at least
double and triple up.
He's getting them from assists because Arvidsson's getting a shit ton of goals, right, James?
37 goals.
37. Yeah.
Yep. Jordan will tweet well shit 30 times. So that means that we're losing 30 games.
Don't hate that.
52 and 30. That's 104 points.
Yeah. I don't hate that.
Not assuming,
That is pretty
Not-
fucking bold.
100 points
that-
get you in.
mind you, that doesn't count overtime losses, but we'll just assume we're not going to have any of those. Kings make the playoffs, and actually,
who had 30 well shits? Who'd that come from?
this is all Michael.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that one. That one's a good one.
And this one kind of ties into it. So apparently this one takes into consideration a few overtime losses. The Kings finish with 98 points.
Well, then he shorted himself on well shits.
Yeah.
No,
shit.
not necessarily. I thought you were the one that was good at math.
Are you proud of me that I wrote in my notes TM after the well shit?
I am. Because Michael didn't.
Oh, fucking guy, dude. That's what happens when you stay away from the studio. All right, I got another one for you. Three Kings will score 30 goals. It's been said over the show. We'll just call it. You know it's coming. I know it's coming.
All right, who are they?
That's my job, Dennis. Son
I
of
was
a bitch.
trying to take some pressure off you this year.
You fucking jealous? Whoa!
I know.
You jumped on that pretty quick.
I'm encroaching on your territory, huh, Jordan?
I'll live.
All right, two come from the top line,
Okay.
and
That's not enough. Go ahead. Keep going.
and I'm going to say Velarde.
Wow.
Quick hands.
Velarde.
Quick hands.
Velarde and
Honorable mention, Jeff Carter.
Okay, so hold on. You said Velarde and then top line. So who is it?
yeah,
That's what
we're gonna
you
make
get.
you.
I
fuck
don't.
off.
No, I don't call all of them every year
Okay,
anyway.
so Arvidsson's got to be one of them, right?
All right, Kopi's got to be one of them.
All right, so there you go. Like it's
there's your
Velarde,
three.
Arvidsson, and Kopi. That's what you're calling.
That's what you said. Yeah.
That's what I'm putting in the notes. So
No,
that's
I'm
what you
saying-
said.
3 Kings will score 30 goals
This what Dennis puts in the notes is Bible. So sorry,
collectively.
James.
Collectively.
And, unless you want to insert somebody else, that's what we're going with.
Yeah, unless you want to correct me, that's your bold prediction.
3 Kings, 30 goals
Kopitar, Arvidsson, Velarde.
Kopi. Yeah.
collectively.
All right.
Collectively, they're going to score 30. They fucking better.
We're fucked.
All right. Well, I mean,
Or
that
we're
kind
treating well shit more than 30 times.
yeah. I mean, that kind of shits on one of mine because I thought it was bold to say Velarde's going to score 20.
Yeah, we got to go big or go home, right?
All right.
I mean, I said 20. I'm sticking to 20, but it just makes me seem like
Do I get to count? And this is going off stats a little. Do I get to count shootout goals?
no, they don't count as goals.
No, but I
It's
did.
not, no, fuck. Eat a dick.
no.
I want shootout goals for Velarde.
No,
After tonight, that was great.
no, you don't get those.
That fucking guy, he shot one in so fast.
Do his fucking deceptive move where he like went like he turned his one leg like he was gonna make this weird weird deke or whatever, and he didn't. He just shot it. That was fucking insane.
When you're fucking up the cameraman, I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I love what Jim
Jesus.
Fox said. He goes, "There was at least one person I can name that did not catch that release point."
R.I.P. Carter.
So, is he dead with Michael?
After that shootout goal, he's gonna wish he was.
All right. So this is going to
Dude,
piggyback.
he stopped almost 40 shots. I'm sure he's good.
Yeah, I think he's all right. All right. So this is going to piggyback off of James, and it's going to pain me to do it. But mind you, this is a bold prediction, so we'll give it that caveat. James finally pulls it off and quote unquote predicts the Kings having 3 30-goal scorers. However, he gets the players almost completely wrong.
I'll take it. Because my bold prediction never says players. It just says 3 Kings score 30 goals.
No,
That's it.
At the end of the year, we're not going to remember that. It's just whatever I have in my notes. So
At 3 Kings score 30 goals. It's in my notes, so I'm going to date him right now.
I mean, it's a Google Doc. I mean, that's Bible, like, as Jordan said.
Yeah, exactly.
I just took a
Because
picture.
Google is better than Apple. That's why.
I just took a picture. So it's date stamped. It's just date stamped. So I'm just saying. That is my bold prediction. You guys want to make it into something else, that's fine. But My bold prediction: three
We
Kings,
do it every year,
30
James.
goals.
You should expect nothing less.
I know. But when it comes happen, I need my 10%. So fuck y'all.
James is kind of being a bitch. All right.
No,
well,
if you're playing percentages, James, you can get every single player wrong.
Hey, Jordan,
and
no
still get
means
that.
no.
Still be 25%
no
right.
means no, Jordan. No means no.
All right. So because I anticipated James being a bitch, I picked my 3 players. And my next bold prediction plays off of it. So my 3 players are Arvidsson, Kopitar, and I'm going to fuck up his name this entire season. Kachev?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah. Ketchup. Yeah. And rolling
Perfect condiment for hot dogs.
Right. No, ew, gross. Get the fuck out of here with your ketchup on hot dogs.
Ketchup, onions, shredded cheese.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I've had
Fuck
stats
out of
up
here
all
with
day.
mustard or mayonnaise. Fuck you.
Yeah,
Dude,
go fuck
yeah,
yourself. You're on the wrong.
mayonnaise is
You're on the
gross.
wrong fucking coast.
All right. Triple crown of hot dog toppings.
Ketchup, and ketchup.
Get the fuck out of here.
Honorable
Okay, so
mention.
you're saying, are
onions.
you saying these players are going to have 30 goals as well, Jordan?
Not as well. These are the ones that are going to have 30 plus goals.
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying. That this is
Yes.
the 30 goals. Okay, yeah.
Correct.
So are you?
This is going off
Are you
of,
so arrogant that they have to be yours and they couldn't be more than 3 players? Are you going to
No,
put the team before your
because-
bold prediction?
I'm not going to puss out, and I'm going to name the players like you should.
It's not a puss out. It's that's
Yeah, it
the
is.
degree
It
in which
is.
I'm with.
He's just trying to get this any way possible.
It's never happened. So if it happens, it doesn't matter who it is.
Okay. Whatever,
And
James.
Jesse, sure, it happened in 1980s, 89 too. I don't know.
89 too?
I added
That's a
number.
weird year.
I added a number just because. Fuck it. I don't know.
So
I
1989
think it
didn't
was
work out well enough. We had to do
TOO.
1989 too.
So it's 91?
Watch
I'm,
it's
I'm
fun.
sure there was a time when Gretzky was on the team. He scored 60, and
Watch
Jay was like,
it,
that counts as 2.
I'm looking that up right now.
All right. On the back of his
Wayne.
30 plus goal season, Kachev has a Capri Sun like season and wins the Calder Trophy.
Ooh.
That's right. That guy, that Russian looks good. In the limited amount of time that we've seen him.
In the 2 games you've seen him in.
He's
One and
kind
a
of
half?
not non-existent tonight, but
His
whatever.
60 goal season, or his last one was in Edmonton.
But he was a king at one point, so that counts, right, James?
54 goals. That was close.
10% right.
It was 54 goals and 102 assists. So
114. So fucking 114 assists. Are you fucking hearing this?
I thought I was being stupid, but
Well, you want to get even stupider? Ready for this?
More stupid?
11 seasons with over 100 assists, spanning from 80 to 81 all the way down to his season with the LA Kings 90 to 91.
All right. So
11
that's
seasons.
why you could take away all of his goals and he still has the most
leading
points
scorer.
in NHL history.
11
So-
seasons straight with over 100 assists.
bold prediction.
Oh my
Wayne Gretzky quits TNT, comes back to the Kings, and scores 30 goals.
Because he loves the Kings realm
Yeah, of course.
and does an exclusive with Kings realm.
Perfect.
All right. Speaking of that, I think the bold prediction number of guests on the Kings realm doubles this year over any other year.
Oh.
Okay.
Granted, 3 of them will be my kids, but time to get your turn to stay up late tonight. Daddy's got to win a
Dennis-
bet.
Dennis has 2 daughters, and I've got a son, so that's 6 right there.
That's 6. That doubles it.
Yeah. Perfect.
Dude, I can't wait for Luke and Liv to get on and we can interview them. That'd be amazing.
That would be pretty funny.
All right.
All right,
So
I've got some 2 pretty crazy ones. I don't know if we want to get into them right now or if you guys have more.
I got one that'll kind of take us off our rocker for a little bit. I think the Forum era season ticket holders will bring down either the chance or the drum line this season.
Oh, like they'll put a stop to it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
How are we going to verify, though, that it's the Forum era season ticket holders?
I'm just saying, you'll see this come to a stop.
Before the season ends.
Before the season ends. I'm open to it. I think it's the wrong venue. I think it works for soccer. I don't think it works for hockey. Although
it works for the Oakland A's.
Once again, open air.
Fans?
Also a stadium.
But
Did you? Okay, I didn't.
don't the
I was
Predators
watching.
have like chants that they do like during the playoffs and stuff like
Yeah,
that?
they teach people on the board like what they are, but like the drum line and doing it constantly and all the things, like I get organizing the fans and having like a more organized fan base that really makes it harder to play at the Staples Center. I like that. Where I think it gets hokey is when it turns into something like soccer where it's continuous.
So
I think that's,
But I don't
watched
think
the
that's
game.
that's the thing.
I didn't hear the drums once. Besides,
I don't think
Bailey's
they were
drum.
there.
They were there. They were
They were
inviting
there,
people
and I
out to
actually
303.
had someone say like, "I can't stand the drums being like constantly going."
Oh, that was there tonight?
Yeah, so I'm like, I haven't heard them once, so I don't know. Like, is it? I don't know how they're being utilized. So.
It's preseason. I don't know either, right? So this is all speculation, but I put it in my notes because I remember the game where the German team came or the German fans were there.
Ice Baron.
Yeah, and it was a little much. It was distracting.
You're old though, so there's that.
No, we can get into that in another show. I think my grumpy old man has come in the last year and a half, and it has come on strong. I think it's the male menopause.
Is that malopause?
Malopause. Coin it. Trademark. It's ours.
I think it's just a man opause.
Manopause?
Manopause. We'll trademark that too. Coin it. Trademark.
We'll take both of them. Just like Coca-Cola should trademark Coke.
Yeah, whatever one works, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so that's my bold prediction. That will come to an end by the end of the year,
Okay.
and I'll win one of the drums on an auction.
And take it to every game and bang the fuck out of it.
You should do an over under on how many jerseys I buy this year.
7? Seems about
I was
right.
going to say 6, so I think we're
Okay.
at 6.5, right?
Yep.
Mine's 0.
Over.
I don't think.
All right, so
about
if it's at 6.5, just based on what James said, I'll take the under.
if they do an Angels jersey, I'm in.
Ugh.
Still under.
You mean a Shohei Ohtani jersey?
Trade him.
So super off topic, but did you guys see that post by the MLB Instagram page?
No.
It was all the teams that were fighting for a wild card spot and the teams that they were playing against, and they tagged every single team: the Brewers, the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Giants, and everybody else. But for the Angels, they tagged Shohei Ohtani. Not the team. Out of like the 10 teams or 12 teams that they tagged tagged all of them but the Angels.
How funny is it? It's no longer Trout; it's Ohtani.
Well, Trout didn't play this year, so.
Yeah, but still, like he's been the face, right?
Yeah, but still. Yeah, no, Shohei Ohtani is the face of baseball right now.
Yeah.
He's doing shit that hasn't been done since Babe Ruth, so.
And his interpreter. If you ask Stephen Smith, that matters. I'm just saying. ESPN.
Oh, wow. Calling out Stephen A. Smith.
Hey,
Yeah, that guy's a fucking douche.
if ESPN's coming into hockey, hockey's coming into ESPN.
I mean, that was a pretty douchey. Yeah, okay. We don't need to get into that.
That was
All right.
funny.
Back to bold predictions. Hey, do you guys remember we were like, do we need another segment at the end of this? No, we don't.
Yeah,
49 minutes.
All
we
right.
good.
Dennis, you up or should I go?
I mean, I only got one more, so.
I have 3 more.
Jordan,
All right,
go.
so you go.
All right. Getting in
You said you had 6.
total.
1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 for you right now, and you got 3 more. That's 8.
I may have added
He's
some in
making
the
shit
middle
on
of
the
it.
fly. Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to the King's Realm. All right. The Kings, the Los Angeles Kings, to clarify, pushing for their first playoff appearance since 2018. I looked that up. Make a blockbuster trade
Or
deal.
you should fucking know that. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Whatever. Make a blockbuster trade deal at the deadline for a player named Kachuk.
Whoa.
Ooh, you're leaving it open too. I like that.
It doubles my odds.
It would be the most random thing if they brought in Matt's brother. I would give it to you because that's the most dumb fucking trade. Oh fuck!
So you'll take Matt or Brady?
I'll take either.
I'm
What are you
glad you
talking
said
about?
his name.
Yeah.
I don't even remember his name.
Well, I mean, they're looking for that dynamic defenseman, right?
Hey, what if they
Is he a
bring
left
in?
shot?
What if they bring in Brady and Doughty become best friends?
It would be hilarious.
And Brady Kachuk changed his last name to Doughty.
Wow. All right, now
Also,
we're
Brady
getting
Kachuk
deep
plays.
into the alcohol right now.
Brady plays left wing. PS.
Hashtag old elk.
Does he? I thought he was I'm thinking of Hughes.
Hughes.
Quinn Hughes.
Yeah, which Hughes? There's 20.
Quinn Hughes is a defenseman. That's what I was confusing with.
That would have tripled
Jackie
my.
Quinn. Yeah.
I think you guys are kind of downplaying like Brady's skill set.
No, Brady's sick.
The
dude.
story
I'm
is
not
Matthew Kachuk.
downplaying that.
The story is Matthew Kachuk, right? Putting Kachuk and Doughty on the same team is just, that's the story.
Yeah,
At
but it's
least
way
for Kings
funnier
fans.
if you take his brother,
Frank.
and then, like you said, become best friends, or
Frank Kachuk.
or it'd be funny if it was like Keith or Taryn, their sister.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
Making
that. What's
history.
up? How you doing?
I don't know if she's 18.
Call us. Oh, that's not the sister I'm thinking of then.
All right, moving on. Jordan, you got another one.
I do.
Who had
and
the
it's-
cute sister?
I follow.
Oh, I follow.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Jordan,
is it me
go.
again? Okay. Actually, I only have one more after that, so apologies. Not really. Byfield comes back after rehabbing a broken ankle, working his way back onto the big club and burning that sweet, sweet ELC.
Nope. Nope. If he's rehabbing and everything else, unless you absolutely need him, you know he's going to make a difference, you don't bring him back.
That's why it's bold, James.
He just wants to win $20. He doesn't care about Byfield and his leg, ankle, tendons, ligaments. He just wants $20.
Hey, man, $20, $20.
Whoa. It's not the first time he said that. All right, Dennis, go.
We got to go. We got to go with the James method here and just speak it into existence.
Quickie.
Quick sets a personal record for Pims. He got himself 2 tonight, even though they don't count for the
That doesn't
season.
count.
But
I
did
thought
get
of you, though.
himself 2, so we're starting strong.
I thought
This
of
is my
you.
year.
I thought of you. That was a good face wash. He actually, I think he slammed a head into the ice a little bit.
So I got a question. What did he tell him? Because he was talking some shit into his ear before he started like face washing him.
Yeah.
Or trying to smash his face in the ice, whatever the hell he was doing. I mean, I think he was saying he was going to burn his house down with like everybody alive or everybody inside. So
that was exactly where I was going, dude.
Or like something,
some fucking insane shit, right?
That or like something about his mom. Like definitely that was definitely thrown in there.
Yeah. Like thrown in the burning house. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was something crazy. Fire's going to be hotter than your hair.
You do that shit again, I'm burning your fucking house down with your family inside. Like something insane.
Yeah, he was fucking pissed. Homeboy came in with skates first, right after he took him out, and no, not right after, but I think he's also the same guy that was like up in his shit and then caused that second goal. So
yeah, so yeah, I really want to know what he said.
Oh, that's
It had to be good.
We'll ask him when we get him on the show because we need
There
to
you go.
double our
Perfect.
guests. So,
Perfect.
all right, I got one, and it's a bold prediction, and it comes with an honorable mention because I
God.
also added that tonight.
Sounds like a lot of typing.
Okay, so the King's Realm uses more Kraken puns than the Krakens have wins.
That's easy.
Okay. The second part of that, my second iteration, honorable mention, hashtag Ben Garcia. James will drink more beers than the Krakens have wins on the show. And if you know any background of the King's Realm, James cracks a beer and doesn't usually finish it and switches immediately to scotch. Tonight we've got a high noon. So that's pretty bold. If they're going to get 70 points at 35 wins, I don't know that I drink 35 beers.
Do you have to start the beer or finish the beer?
I have to finish the beer.
Okay. I will tell you that that's pretty bold, number one. But number two, every time you finish a beer, you have to put out the number live on air.
Fair enough. We'll keep track of it.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I honestly don't know that I do 35, 40 beers in a year because there are times where I have, a quarter of it left.
I've done 35, 40 beers in a show before.
I think in a week maybe, but now you want to talk bottles of whiskey. Now we're talking.
How many fingers?
I do 12 fingers in a show. So
Yeah, you do.
so 30 so more beers than the Krakens have wins. And I think that's going to be a struggle for me. The
All right, that's
Kraken
fair.
puns, I think if we get close to the end of the season, we're not close on that Kraken puns. I'm doing a show with the Kraken and we're doing a pun off. I'm getting some fucking puns in.
James has just got to get a bold prediction win.
I'll make that win happen.
I will give props to the name of THPN, our Kraken team's podcast name.
What is it?
Shout out to Ben Garcia. It's called Keeping Up with the Krakens.
Kardashians.
All right.
Yeah.
So question for you. I would like to also challenge you guys to come up with a bold prediction that involves the Kraken this year. Given that it's their first year, I think they deserve it.
Why you got to throw that at me right now?
Because we got 3 minutes to end the show and I want to see you do it.
James is a dick.
Because I love follow-up questions. Because I
Kraken
did
make
it.
the playoffs.
Okay, that's a good one. I almost did a full bold predictions involving Kraken. That was part of my plan.
Oh man, I'm gonna go ahead and say that the Kraken realized their mistake, and trade back for Curtis McDermott from the Avalanche.
That's the boldest fucking thing you've ever said in your
And
life.
no, it gets better.
Oh,
And our old friend Jack Johnson.
follow-up question, name a Jack Johnson song.
Banana pancakes.
That's not a thing. It is a thing. Oh my God.
Eat a dick, James. Hey, James. Suck it, James.
Yeah, I will
Only-
hashtag suck it.
Only 66 more to go, Michael.
Wow. You got banana pancakes. You know a Jack Johnson song. I love it.
Who the fuck doesn't love Jack Johnson? Like, that's the best easy listening music there
I
is.
did 20 years ago.
You can't appreciate the classics, James? You're old.
I love that he has a song in 2017 and nobody knows.
That's like Beethoven for you.
Wow.
No, it's like Nickelback for me.
There
Man,
we go.
look at this
Gotta bring in
photograph.
Nickelback again, just to piss me off.
Welcome to the show, Nickelback.
To be fair, they're Canadian and they probably love hockey.
They probably love hockey and would love to be on a podcast.
Which is really funny because they're a red state rock band.
How great. How many members are part of Nickelback?
5.
I think 5.
There are 1, 2, 3. I see 4 in pictures.
That doesn't mean anything.
But still, that's like our whole season. So if I get Nickelback on the show, that already gets me to a full season of the King's Realm. I just need to double that.
Talk about guests.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, James, get to work.
I'll start making calls tomorrow.
I'm not going to be nice to them when they're on, just so you know.
You don't have to. It's better for the show. although I'll expect you to do the show at your drum set.
So I can make badumts.
Because I want to see 240 beats per minute.
No, that ain't happening. That's fucking insane.
That was nuts. All right. Check out our Patreon for all the inside jokes that we shared with you tonight. And a link to Costco's Venmo for your bottle of Old Elk.
Costco has a Venmo?
No, James has a Venmo that will deliver you a bottle of Old Elk.
And we'll pick up your scotch that you're not drinking, right?
Drinking problem? Call the King's Realm at 562-317-0087 and we'll come by and pick up your scotch.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Finger was on that button.
No, he was waiting.
I knew you would go there.
James literally set up the setup.
Yeah. I walked right into it.
Yeah. I can honestly say I saw that coming.
Good for you, Jordan.
I'm kind of disappointed that you missed that, Dennis.
Hey, man. Maybe I just wanted it to happen.
So happy right now. So happy right now.
I was, I said it so you could push the button. I just didn't realize you had your finger already on it.
I mean, that's what
got me by surprise.
That transition was smooth.
Oh, yeah. It was way better than the transition to our read.
Dude, I'm excited. I'm excited for Scott being in studio. That's great. That counts as a guest. Oh,
it does. You would count it if he was on the phone, though.
You better believe it.
I know you, James. All right. Any more bold predictions?
No, I think we put this one in the can.
I mean, Jordan's got 8. So, are you tapped out?
Very.
I can make shit up all day long.
I'm shooting blanks at this moment, guys.
I've been shooting blanks for years.
So we're still very short a Brandon Timoney bold prediction. So
yeah, he's got 1 week. I'm calling him out. He's got 1 week to get that on a voicemail. We will play it, but the clock is ticking.
Bare minimum, send a text so we can read it.
No, I want to hear it in his voice now. We have voicemail. We got the technology. Utilize it.
The technology.
Utilize it.
I will say a little bit of exciting news. This is the second to last episode where we won't be talking about regular season hockey.
Woohoo!
You know what? I want to do another call out. I want a bold prediction from Jesse Cohen. He usually has great ones for broadcast. I'd like a special one for the King's Realm. So I'm going to put that out there too.
Special King's Realm extra bold prediction.
Yeah,
because that's what we do.
We got time. We got time to get one more in. So
it's going to be something along the lines of like the King's Realm actually does research for their podcasts.
That's not happening. That's fucking bold.
That's really bold. So, tee that one up.
Yeah, but now that Jordan put it out there, he can't use it.
Exactly. That was the whole point. Thank you, James.
And to any of you out there that are listening,
chess, not checkers.
You're still like you fell asleep and now you woke up again, or you got an accident and now it's playing while the cops are there. I don't know. But
what is going on?
James is forecasting the rest of his night.
562-317-0087. Call us up. Give us that bold prediction before the season starts. We want to hear it. We want to add it to our notes. We'd love to recap that you possibly got it right, because we're not going to check it. So, no harm, no foul.
Dennis is writing notes, but the first regular season game is next Thursday, October 14th. And bold prediction, we're going to have our show out that morning. Our next week's show out that morning. and you'll be featured on before the season starts.
Heads up, bold prediction. Show up to a game that a Kings Realm member is at, and they'll buy you a beer.
I mean, only James has tickets for this season so far. So
Yeah, you
good
guys
on
will go
James.
to games. You guys will go to games.
Good
I'll
on
buy-
you, James.
I'll buy beers.
Next thing I know, now Travis is gonna be like, Dennis, why don't you buy me a beer the last time we went to I saw you at a game?
Because it's this season. It's a new thing
Because I
for
was
this
broke
season.
then, motherfucker.
Yeah, right? We'll put money out there for you, but, stand up for us. Share the show with your friends. Get them to subscribe. Let's get our listenership up. Let's get a little more proactive on sending us some voicemails, getting involved with the show. We'd love to hear from you. That's the reason
James
why
is
we
giving
do
out
this.
homework right now.
Right? That's why we do this. We love what we do. We're
James
fans.
is that dick teacher that gives out homework on Friday.
No, not at all. This is fun shit. Do you not love the Kings? Share
I
that
just,
love.
the thing is that the voicemail like originally was set up so people could talk shit to us. Because that's what I want.
So do both.
Maybe we're so good nobody talks shit. So we're inviting them now to just join us.
All right.
Right?
All right.
Crack a beer. Tell us what you think about the game. Tell us what you think about, the Triple Crown line. Give us an idea. Tell us what you want to hear. That's why we do it. It's part of why we do this.
I've got an idea. If you don't like talking on the phone or on the voicemail, leave us a 5-star review and talk shit there, and we'll read it on the show.
There you go.
I mean, who's going to read it on the show?
No, hopefully in a different voice than fucking
Arnold's
Arnold.
going to read it on the show.
Arnold's going to read it. We haven't had an Arnold review in a while.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You brought that
You
one.
can't do it.
Brought that on yourself there, Jordan. You gotta,
I did. I didn't prepare myself. I mean, I didn't prepare Arnold. Arnold, wake up.
gotta
Wake
brush
up.
up on your Arnold. I mean, you got to brush up on Arnold. Wait, what?
Bold prediction: we get Arnold on the show this year.
We need to see if he's got a cameo.
He doesn't. I tried.
Say, actually get him to read a review on cameo.
I've tried to win 2 Omaze drawings to party with him for a weekend so I can get him to do a show. I've tried everything. No, I haven't
I
tried
just
everything.
need you to read these reviews, and then we're going to compare them to Jordan.
Yeah,
Jordan, your accent of me sucks balls.
that's the research I would do. I would listen to 160 shows to be able to give him all those sound bites. And be
He'd
like,
be like, I'm so offended by this.
all right, so the rest of our hangout is to show up at Jordan's house and play his impressions of you while you're watching him.
You get to
That
see the
would be-
disappointment on his face.
That would be my Christmas for the rest of my life.
And go.
No, Jordan,
Okay.
just stand there. Just stand there and look into Arnold's soul. All right. Jordan's already listening to this show.
He's trying to find it.
All right.
I was actually trying to see if we had any recent reviews, but
Dennis, why don't you take us out?
please. It's
All right.
getting